Greetings to you, my family, and the family of God. Today, just go straight to the point. I'm going to talk to you and talk to us about paying attention to the unusuals in our lives because they hold the keys to our breakthroughs and our solutions. So, um, sometimes we sort of we brush off and we don't give attention to the little things, the minute things that God brings our way, and they, even though we might see them insignificant and so small, they are the very things that holds the key. Without them, it doesn't matter how long we pursue, it doesn't matter how far we go, we will not be able to accomplish what we want or the way we want things to go. So I'll share with you a scripture in First Samuel chapter 30, and that scripture, David and his men have been to war, came back home, and the Amalekites had come to rob them. They've taken everything they had. They took their wives, their children away, and burnt the city. So when David and the men, were the fathers and the husbands of those who were taken, came back, they were very upset and at some point wanted to even stone David. So as usual, David went before his God and asked if he could pursue these people and take what belonged to them. And God said, of course you can. You can pursue them and you will overtake them. And not only that, but you will also recover everything. So that was an it was an order. It was also a guarantee and a promise of God to David. So David took off with his men. To cut long story short, on their way, they got to a point where there was a gentleman lying, a gentleman who was very weak and sick. So they stopped and took the gentleman, realized that he was really unwell, he was weak. So they gave him food and they gave him drink. And after that, he recovered his strength. You see, and then they engaged him in a conversation and realized that he was a servant to one of the Amalekites who left him behind because he was weak and he was not well and could cause a hindrance, an obstacle, or cause a delay in what they wanted to accomplish. So after they looked after him, they asked him if he could lead them to the Amalekites, where the Amalekites were. And he agreed on the condition that they will not give him up to his master. What am I saying? God had promised David, said, yes, go. You can overtake and you will recover everything. That was a promise. There was nothing that could stop that. But you see, sometimes when God has given us the promise and God has given us where we need to be and what He has in store for us, there are little details that come along with it. And if you don't pay attention to it, we'll not be able to recover, we'll not be able to break through, we'll not be able to accomplish. Right? So David's giving attention to this young man gave him the key, gave him the opportunity, gave him what he needed to be able to get to these people and take what they have taken from them. Little details. Sometimes these details come in the form of people. God will place people in your way who will be of great influence or of great help to you to where you are going. If we don't pay attention to them, we will miss it, or it will take us a long time. Sometimes it comes in a form of experiences. The experiences that we go through in life always have something in it for us for the future. And so if you pay attention to the experience, the lessons that you have learned What have you gotten from the experience? When we are able to learn those things and take those things and keep them, when time comes for us to go forward or to have the answers that we are seeking, they are key to those things. Sometimes they come in the form of words. When people speak, listen. When you are being advised, listen. When you are being encouraged, listen. When you are being led, follow. When you are being told what to do, listen and learn from it. Because in those things are hidden the keys to your breakthrough, the keys for your recovery, the promotion that you missed, the marriage that did not come on, the business that you lost. You need to recover. You need to go for it. But until you give attention and place value to those unusuals, they are unusual. Now, look, go back to the young man. It was unusual. I don't think there was anything about him that indicated that he was a warrior, that he could lead them. No, he was one. He wasn't one of them. He wasn't of their kind. He wasn't a foreigner. You see, but because he was unusual, you and I would have or could have passed by. But they are the unusuals that hold the keys. So remember, my encouragement today is that anything that God places in your way, in your pursuit to life, pursuit to engage, pursuit to go far, pursuit to recover what you have lost, pay attention to those unusual things, those unusual people, those unusual experience, those unusual words that will take us to the place that we need to be. God help us to open our eyes to see and help us to discern those who are holding our keys to the breakthrough in the future that we deserve or we desire. May the Lord help us and bless us this week as we carry on. He will help us to be able to overcome everything that, or recover everything that we have lost. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And as you go along the week, pray that God will hold your hand. God will bless you. God will help you to become what He has in store for you this season. Enjoy your week and see you again next week. God bless you.